All right, what's up, guys? So over the weekend, I was reminded about something that happened to me a couple months ago. I figured, you know what? I might as well take this opportunity to tell the story. Maybe I could help somebody down the road. Maybe you want to get a laugh about it. Who knows? I don't give a shit. But before I even start the story, there's gonna be two things that I want to tell you guys. Two things that I feel they're very important in life. Two things that I deal with. I remind myself every single day, every day. Number one, don't dwell on the past. Whatever happened in the past, it happened. But to sit around asking yourself, feeling bad for yourself, asking, why this happened to me? Oh, how come it did? Fuck all that. Put that shit to the side and keep it moving. You spend so much time dwelling and asking yourself, why didn't you get an opportunity? Because it wasn't your chance. It wasn't your shot. So you got to continue to put the work in, figure something out. Come up with a backup plan, plan B, plan C, no matter how many fucking plans you got to get. Just figure the shit out. Don't stay stuck on the bullshit from the past. Number two, ask for help. You ever need help for anything, financially, emotionally, you need somebody to talk to, you broke and you got fucking food in your fridge, you need diapers for your kids or whatever, find somebody that you could trust, find somebody you really close with, and ask for help. If you don't got nobody you close with, man, you better just ask anybody. Somebody will help you. But at the end of the day, I feel a lot of us have to get this notion out of our mind that everybody's a mind reader, and everybody just assumes that, oh, we know when this person's fucked up, or we know when this person's going through hard shit. We don't know. People, we don't know. So you got to talk to us. You fucked up, you having a bad day, let me know. That way we can move accordingly and figure shit out together. Don't dwell on the past. Ask for help. All right, story time. A couple months ago, I was in like this transitional phase of my life as far as my employment. I just wanted something different. I was applying different places. I was on the road driving for a medical company for over 7 years. I was like, man, I'm tired of this shit. I'm done with it. I need something else. I applied to the trash company. That's where I'm working at right now. And just because, they help with the CDL, they offer a lot of benefits and just a lot of different shit that I was like, this is dope for me. I need new challenges. I need a new environment. This is what I need. So I applied to the trash company, and they called me right away. They said, look, we see that you're already employed. What are you gonna do? I said, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave my driving job. I'm gonna come to you guys full time, whatever. So they said, all right, take care of that. Put your 2 weeks in. Let us know when that takes place, and then we go from there. So I go to my job, and I put my 2 weeks in. And long story short, not gonna get into details. I didn't make it 2 weeks. I made it 2 days. So those 2 days, I only got paid for. I didn't get paid for those 2 weeks, so I missed those 2 paychecks. Keep that in mind, right? So after that second day for my driving job, I called the trash company, and I was like, hey, I could work a little earlier. They said, perfect, that's great. Come in on Monday. Monday, I go in for orientation. Everything's great. I meet people. Everybody's nice. I'm excited for the new chapter of my life, the new job. Tuesday is I guess it's my first real day on the road. Everything is dope. Every person I'm working with is cool. The job is whatever to me. Again, I'm just excited that I'm starting something new. I'm in a new chapter. That's all I care about. Wednesday, this is when shit gets fucked up. So I start my days at 6:30 in the morning over here. Wednesday morning, I wake up around 6. I don't live far from the job, like 10, 15 minutes away. I wake up. Normally, it's a routine. I will get my keys, my key fob, double tap the button, auto start, all that shit. But on this morning, I hit it, and I don't hear the 2 beeps that go off before my car starts. I'm not thinking nothing of it, because sometimes it would just fuck up. I would be too far, the sensor would be whatever. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I walk downstairs. I'm still not even really paying attention to what's going on. I walk downstairs. I look up, and my car is missing. And I'm like, where the fuck is my car at? So I'm looking around, and I start running scenarios through my mind. I was like, did I go out last night? Was I drunk? Did I park up the street? Like, I was really I'm thinking, like, what the fuck is going on? I really try to convince myself that my car got stolen. Because my car had gotten broken into a couple times before, and like on YouTube, I've seen a bunch of videos of Chargers and Challengers and shit getting broken into all the time. So I was like, damn, these motherfuckers got me. They got me for my shit. I had a 2018 Charger F8 green. For my car guys, Mopar, Dodge dudes, you know what F8 green is, but F8 is like it's like the color that the trees, for real. Beautiful color. But I had that color. 5% tints all around, 20-inch black rims on it. Car was beautiful. So I was just thinking, like, man, these fucking people got my shit. They stole my car. So now I'm stressing because I'm thinking somebody stole my car, and then I'm stressing because I'm about to be late for work on my third day. So I'm like, man, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm about to shit myself. I'm scared. I'm mad. I'm so confused. Like, cause I'm walking up and down the street. My phone, I had the Google Maps synced to my car. So my phone was saying that the car was still parked out front of my apartment, but I'm standing outside and my car is not out there. So I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? I was bugging, man. It was like one of them things, like I felt like somebody was looking at me from outside of their window, like walking back and forth. Like, man, if only this motherfucker knew what happened. Like, I was tripping. So I called my job. I didn't have nobody's phone number, so I just called the main number, left a voicemail like, hey, it's Nick Rivera. I'm supposed to be in at 6:30. I have an emergency. Like, we'll figure everything else out later. I hang up, and I call a friend of mine who's a police officer in Atlantic City, where I live at. So I call him. I call my man. He's like, it's like 6:30 in the morning right now. And I'm like, yo, you working or you sleeping? He's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, what? Are you working or are you sleeping? He's like, I'm working, man. What's up? I say, yo, listen, if you see my car out on the road, pull it over because I think my shit got stolen, bro. That's not me. I wish I could see his face right. He was like, what? Your car got stolen? I said, bro, if you see my car out on the road, pull it over. That's not me. My car got stolen. He said, why are you calling me? Call the police. I said, motherfucker, I'm going to call I'm just giving you a heads up. I'm going to call the police, but heads up. So we get off the phone. I call, first I called the different tow lots around the area. There's like 4 or 5 of them. Hey, did you guys take a green Charger from Venice Park, yada, yada? They're like, nah, we don't have it. I called every single lot. They said they didn't have it. So I'm like, yo. And then I'm still convincing myself that my car got stolen. When I'm calling the lots and they said they don't have it, I'm thinking like, oh, these motherfuckers are good out here. They took my shit. So I call 911. Hi, I'd like to report a stolen car. Okay, make, model. I give all the information, the time where I last saw it, all that shit. Dispatcher comes back to me. She's like, okay, I'm gonna check the tow lots, let you know, and we'll go from there. She comes back on the phone. Your car's not there at the tow lot. I'm like, damn. So then she's like, without me really trying or wanting to get into your business, can I ask you a question? I said, yeah, go ahead. Do you think your car was repossessed? And that's when I was like, oh, I mean, maybe, like, I was only like 2 months late, but like, I just talked to them like, I was about to break down my whole financial situation to the fucking dispatcher at that time, because it was just kind of like, like, there is a chance, but why would they wait this long? They could have got it before. Like, so she was like, look, well, I can't find out if your car got repossessed because it's not here. You got to call your bank. They'll tell you all that information. So I'm like, all right, fine. So it's a little before 7 o'clock. I have to wait till 8 for the bank to open. So during that time, I'm sitting on my couch. I went back inside. my job ended up calling me, and I said to my job, I told them what happened. I said my car got repoed. They said, damn, that's fucked up. No, first, when my job called back the first time, and I told them that I think my car got stolen. They said, when you find out everything, call us back, let us know. So I had already spoken to the dispatcher. They didn't have the car in the lot, so I had to wait for my bank to open up. So 8 o'clock, I had to wait until 8 o'clock to call the bank. So during that time, man, I was just so bummed out. But I wasn't mad. I wasn't, pissed off. Honestly, I was just so drained and over everything because I had gone through so much, like mentally, just trying to get myself to a space, like a place in my life where I could feel comfortable. And I worked so hard to get to that point, like with the new job. And, I had just met a new girl that I was talking to for a couple months, and everything was going smooth. And then this shit happened. I was like, man, you know what? Whatever happens, happen. I really don't give a fuck no more. Like, no, I swear to God, I was just so over this shit. I don't even think I shed a tear. Like, I was just so fucking mad. Not mad, but I was just like, whatever happens. I'm like, you get tired of constantly trying to think of a backup plan because you're so sure, you're so set on this is going to work for me. Everything in my life is going to change, and when it doesn't happen, it's like, fuck. And for years, it was constantly like that for me, where it was like, I got here, boom. I'm working up, boom. And it was kind of like, it was just a battle. I remember texting my girl. At the time, we weren't dating. We were just talking. She texted me, good morning, have a good day, yada, yada. I said, yo, this day is fucked up already. She's like, why? And I was embarrassed to even tell her because it was kind of like, yo, I'm talking to her for 4 or 5 months. Everything is good. How am I going to explain to her that my car got repoed? Could you tell that to somebody that may not know a situation or whatever? They just going to think, oh, you probably just a bum, bro. You can't pay your bill? You, nigga, what? Nigga, I don't want to talk to you, man. We straight. Like, yeah, we was cool, but you don't got... So, no. So when I told her that, like, she reassured me that, yo, don't worry about it. Everything going to be good. Like, what do we got to do? Do you need a ride to get your car? Do you need... Like, she reassured me and made me feel like, yo, shit happens. But it's better for shit to happen with somebody on your side than to go through it alone. And for 2.5, 3 years almost, I was going through shit alone. So that was very warm and comforting from her to, to woman up like that and to really put my bullshit to the side and be like, you know what, it's all good, we got you. We gonna be all right. So, so I was communicating with her. I told her, and then, I end up calling my job back. Like, what? I get a hold of the bank. It's around 8 o'clock. I get a hold of the bank. They're like, yeah, we took your car today around 5 o'clock. Do you got the money right now? I'm like, no. If I had the money, we wouldn't even be on the phone right now. So the dude, he was kind of like tiptoeing around the information I needed as far as like, oh, how do I reinstate my loan? How long do I have before the car gets put on auction? Like a whole bunch of shit. So for that week, well, it was like 2 weeks, but for that first week, not having a car, I was struggling like a motherfucker, man. It was hard. I was working 2 jobs, and if my girl did not offer to help me as far as giving me rides to and from work whenever she could, letting me stay at her place because she lived right up the street from my job, I don't know where I would be right now, man. Don't get me wrong, she wasn't the only one that helped me. I had my man help me with rides. I had a couple other people that I asked for, for money, for help, whatever the case was, and some helped, some couldn't. But I'm appreciative and thankful for the ones who responded back to me and the ones that I felt comfortable even reaching out to, because it was a fucked up spot. It's a fucked up situation, and it's kind of like, yo, I know a lot of people are in fucked up times now with the pandemic, people losing their jobs, don't got money, so I was just kind of like, yo, it's really nobody's responsibility but mine, but I need help. And shit was tough, man. very tough to, and I'm a confident guy, but to feel like a little bit less of a man as far as I gotta rely on somebody for a ride or catch an Uber here or this and it's not a good feeling. And I know there's a lot of dudes out there who are comfortable like that and they like, oh well shit, my girl gonna give me a ride, I got a place to. I didn't like that because I was so used to doing shit for myself. I was so used to working every day, doing things and not stressing about shit. Well, I was always going to stress about it, but I was just so used to not asking people for help because it's like what I said. One, it was my fault. It's nobody else's responsibility. And two, I've had bad experiences with asking people for help or people offering their help. And then when I take their help, at some point down the road, it's like the help, whatever they did for me, it gets thrown right back in my face. And that's why I'm like, man, I ain't even ask you for help. I didn't ask you for help, so now you but that's a bad habit. I remember I called the bank maybe a week after my car got repoed because I was planning to get my shit back. I wanted to reinstate the loan. I spoke with the gentleman on the phone, everything like that, told him, my situation, and I got my loan reinstated. I had about another week until the car got put out on auction. And just from that week, that time that I had, I was just thinking like, you know what? I'm already rebuilding so much of my life. And I already lost so much. I lost so many other things bigger than a car that it was like, you know what? Fuck that car. I was getting more stress. I was getting pulled over all the time. More drama with that fucking car than I was getting anything positive with it. I was, a waste of money. Paying $600 just for the payment, not included, insurance and gas. I was like, man, you know what? You guys keep that car. Thankful for my parents because on the 13th day before, the day before my car got put on auction, that was when I put my ego to the side and I put my pride to the side and I asked my parents for help. Cause that whole time, that week and a half, I was just straight up asking, my girl, my man who lives up the street, and a couple other people I know that they didn't really know my situation like that. But, but as far as my parents, the ones that really helped me at the end, I waited to the very last day to ask for help. And they helped me like it was no problem. Their response was, man, you're my fucking son. I'm supposed to help you. Whatever you need help with, we're your parents. So I'm driving now. I got a car. Thank you for my parents. Thank you for my friends who were willing to help me, who couldn't help me. But I'm very thankful for everybody during that time. And you guys know who you are. It's just tough. Life could be fucking tough. But you always got to be prepared. It's like what they say, expect the unexpected. And you never know. You never know when some bullshit's going to happen to you. But please, you always got to remember, man. If there's 4 things, I'm going to end this video real quick. There's going to be 4 things that you should get from this video. Number 1, don't dwell on your past. Fuck the past. Fuck the bullshit. It's there for a reason. Focus on the future. Focus on your plate right in front of you. Get that shit going. If anything from the past, let that shit motivate you. But don't dwell. Fuck that dwelling shit. That shit's whack. Number 2, ask for help. No matter the case, ask for help. Trust me, it's a lot better to ask for help than to put a lot of stress on yourself, because you're going to overwhelm yourself. You're going to be stressed the fuck out, and you're going to be crying on the floor of your bedroom so many times like I have in my life, just because I thought that I could figure everything out by myself. And it was kind of like, I really can't. Ask for help. Number 3, pay your shit. Pay your bills, pay your car, your phone, whatever the fucking case may be. It doesn't matter if you just spoke to the damn company a month ago, if you made payment plans or whatever. Pay your shit. Number 4, like and subscribe to my channel.